Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is cinnamon sugar cookie. That sounds good. It's from Aldi's. Well, it's snowing again. Going to be having snow winter weather advisory happening. Going to be having snow until tomorrow. And then we'll probably get more snow. But anyway, got all the garbage out. My grandson took the big ottoman out. So the garbage men can pick all that up. I hope it doesn't all get covered by the snow by the time they get here. But I'm very happy to have all that out of the house. Much less to take care of. So yay me. So it's going to be a high of 31 today, but right now it's 20 degrees and it's cold out there. So today I'll probably have to cook something. I'm not sure what. Have to wait and see. But anyway, there's plenty in the refrigerator and freezer. I could go all winter and not go shopping and I would be just fine. So it's my plan to sort of transition more into the frozen fruits and vegetables. I have quite a bit of canned vegetables and fruit, but that's more for the longer term storage. But rather than buying a whole lot of fresh produce, which is very expensive now anyway, I'm going to opt for the frozen version. Not that I won't buy anything that isn't fresh, but I think I'm just going to gravitate towards that. That way it lasts a little bit longer, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm planning on staying home today. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere. It's just, nasty. It's winter, and I don't like it. I don't like the cold at all. So, but it is what it is, wherever you choose to live, that's the weather you're going to be stuck with. And I certainly don't want to move from here because my family's here. My mom's here, my kids are here, my grandkids are here, so I want to be with them. I don't want to be off somewhere all by myself. So I'm very happy that my kids never moved away. They kind of all stayed locally. So I'm very thankful for that. And I know a lot of you have kids that live out of town and you don't see them that often. But, yeah, I was lucky that they all stayed here. So cheers. I think if I didn't have any family, I think I would maybe move somewhere warmer. And I know people that have done that, even if they had family here. They moved off to the Carolinas or to Florida. In fact, yesterday I was talking to a good friend of mine who moved to Florida after her husband passed away. And she loves it down there. She's always telling me to come and visit her. So one of these days I might do that. But, it's hard to travel when you have pets, and they mean the world to me, so I probably won't be headed down there anytime soon. And besides that, I don't like to travel anymore. Ever since, 911 and all the travel nonsense you have to go through, it's just not something that's pleasant anymore. So that's my take on it. And I know a lot of people still like to travel. They love to travel all over, and that's great. And I traveled quite a bit when I was younger. So I guess my wanderlust has dissipated. So, okay, well, I will meet you over there at the budget book. Alrighty, here we are back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I did spend money. I bought some more casters and I bought a round ottoman for the living room. It's for storage and it's also so my dogs can sit on it and look out the window. So I got that, and I'm trying to just get practical things, not too much flu-flu, or is it frou-frou? It's frou-frou. I don't want the flu-flu either. But anyway, so that's what I got yesterday, and those should be arriving shortly. And yeah, so spending money is sometimes something you have to do. If you want to get things the right, the way you want them, sometimes you got to spend a little money. So it's like out with the old, in with the new. And that's not always the case. A lot of old stuff is really great. Now, I'm not much into shopping at thrift stores. I have in the past, and I've gotten some really good deals. But, geez, thrift stores have gotten so expensive. It's just out of control like everything else. And, I mean, I get it. They have overhead, too, that they have to pay. And that's all gone up. But, it's sometimes you have to wonder, is it worth it to buy the older stuff, or is it better to buy newer? Now, I know the older stuff is much more quality than the new stuff that you get nowadays. A lot of it is meant to be disposable, and it's sort of junk after a couple years. But on the other hand, sometimes by then you get tired of it anyway, so I don't know. I do not have all the answers, but I know I want to get what I need, and what I don't need anymore and don't want anymore is going to go. So that's my mission for now, and I don't know how I ever worked because I'm always busy. But I'm thinking, I would like to take a couple more days just off and do not a whole lot, maybe throw in some laundry and run the vacuum a little bit. But I'm still kind of worn out from the basement. But I'll be getting back to that shortly and making more space down there. And I want to get that done before the spring comes, and I'm going to be dedicating my time to the garden, but not just working in the garden. I want to enjoy my garden. I want to enjoy my new deck when I have it put up. And, hang out with my neighbor. We did that last summer, and we had a really nice time. We'd go out there and have, some coffee or whatever, and then we'd sit there and kibitz for a while. And, yeah, it was really nice. So hopefully we can do that again this year. And, go more towards enjoying life, slowing down, enjoying life, living simply. That's kind of my goal. So, okay, let's go take a look and see what's going on outside. I know it's not pleasant, but it is pretty out there. Well, it's snowing again. Looking mighty hazy, and it's garbage day. And there is all my garbage. I know it doesn't look like that much, but it's also deep. It's not just wide. So goodbye. It's mostly trash. It's not really garbage. So yeah, here we are, winter in Ohio. Well, my two babies are still cuddling up. It's too early for them to get up. It's too early for me to be up. And I have my little mini lights on just to brighten up the place a little bit. It is pretty out there, but I could do without. So, yeah, I try and make my home as cozy as possible. This camera doesn't like to focus when it's in here. And I got my faux fireplace on. Yeah, so it makes it cozy to sit in here. Okay, time for some coffee and a reading. Life Lessons by Julia Cameron. Cheers, my friends. Get yourself a cup of something. I'll wait. All you gotta do is pause me. So, let's see what Julia has to say for today. And today is the 16th of January. So we're half through January. Winter here. February is winter. March is winter. Most of April is winter. By the time we get to May, the weather starts to warm up. And our last frost date is the middle of May. So after that, I consider it to be spring. But we've got a long way to go yet for winter. So, might as well make the best of it. So, all right. Little one, focus on the present. In the exact now, you can find peace and harmony. Do not regret the past. Do not dread the future. We are with you always, and in each moment you can find our grace. Bless us with your alert attention. And that's true. You know, even though it is winter, there's things that I can find to focus on in the now, and it doesn't always have to be work. You know, you can focus on reading a good book or watching a good TV series. You know, there's all kinds of things that you can focus on in the now. Do a little of everything. A little bit of, you know, making your space pleasant and calm. Do a little relaxation. You know, I think having a variety of this and that makes for a more pleasant life rather than always nose to the grindstone. We as humans, you know, we're kind of set up to enjoy pleasurable things. And I think it's not just for humans either. If you watch animals and things, you know, they like their pleasures too. So, yeah, living in the moment, sometimes, I know I do it, you know, I'll be doing something and then I'll think about, okay, now when I'm done with this, I have to go do that. And then, you know, it kind of goes on and you're finding yourself just going helter-skelter through the day rather than just enjoying the task at hand. You know, making yourself a meal and actually sitting down and enjoying that meal, tasting the different textures and flavors. You know, it doesn't take much of any effort to do those things, but a lot of us don't. We rush through our meals, we rush through our tasks. We spend the whole day rushing, and at the end of the day, it's like, oh, I'm exhausted. And I do it too. I mean, I think we all do it. In our society, we're kind of geared to thinking that that's, you know, being productive all the time is what life should be about. But I don't agree with that. And I mean, in the past, I probably did the same thing. I kind of had to with some things. You know, I was a single mom of 3, and I had to take care of certain things. So, but I don't think it's a healthy lifestyle to live that way. But, I mean, that's my opinion. So, I started watching a new TV series, which I'm enjoying. It's called Will Trent. and it's on Hulu. And it's a detective kind of whodunit thing. So I enjoy shows like that. And there's quite a few good ones out there. I've noticed that when I'm looking for a new series to watch on the TV in the evening, because that's what I like to do, sometimes it gets hard to find something decent to watch. A lot of what's coming out of Hollywood is so dark, and it's like, ugh. And I always used to love horror movies. I thought they were a lot of fun. But now the horror movies that they're producing, like I said, they're dark. They're not even really where I could say, oh, that was a good scary movie. Everything is dark. And I don't like that. And everything is, you have to have your token this and your token that, and it centers more around that stuff rather than a good storyline. So sometimes it's a little hard to find good things to watch on TV. And I don't really like the old movies and the really old series, although I did watch Monk. I watched that whole thing. That was an older series, and that was fun. And this Will Trent is sort of along those lines too. So yeah, that's a good show. And if you have any suggestions for good TV shows, I don't like watching old I Love Lucy and all that. I mean, that's just a little too old for me, But some of the shows, maybe from the 80s, 90s, some of those are pretty good. So if you have something that you really like, leave it in the comments below. Like I said, I do enjoy good detective shows. Comedies, not so much. I mean, there are some there that aren't like totally over the top, but The Outer Banks, that was good. Suits, that was a good series. White Collar, I watched that. That was pretty good. Bosch, I like that series. It's with, I can't remember his name. But he's in a lot of shows. And he actually there were 2 components to the series. Now, one show that I did like that was about a serial killer was Dexter. I thought that was a good show. And they had another series that he was in called 6 Feet Under. That was good. So, but yeah, if you have any good shows that you can suggest, leave them in the comments below. So, I'm going to, I have to purge some of my pictures and stuff from my phone. If I don't do that constantly, I get too much stored in there, and then, it won't let me make videos. It'll say, oh, you're out of storage space. It does that all the time. So I have to do that, and I have to clean up my kitchen a little bit. It's not too bad, but since I sort of got the downstairs here all purged and neat and tidy and everything has its space, it's really nice being in this part of my home. So it does pay to make order in your living space, because now if I do take a day where I'm not doing anything in particular, I don't have to be looking around going, oh my gosh, look at this place, and it's so much more relaxing. So if you can, work on getting your space in order, and I think you'll feel a whole lot better. So I'm going to drink my coffee, take care of my phone business, and I'll be back. All right, well, here's today's quick and easy brunch for one. I had leftover egg, potato, salsa, cheese, So I'm making that into a brunch sandwich. I have some chips that I got at Costco, and I'm still working on those lost and found grapes. They're almost gone. So here is today's brunch idea. All right, well, tonight's dinner is the rest of my salad kits. I had a couple of them that had lettuce in it that was starting to get a little brown, so I wanted to finish that up. I have a couple of eggs here, and in the kit there's Parmesan cheese, so that's going in there. And also, one of the kits was a pizza kit, pizza salad, so I'm going to add some of this pizza crumble stuff. I don't know exactly what it is. It's like bread that's flavored. And then the pizza salad kit came with this pizza ranch dressing, so I'm going to use that too. And that will be tonight's quick and easy dinner for one. And a salad is always a good choice. And that's it. I'm not super hungry today, so I'm not going to have a sandwich or anything with it. And I'm just going to call that dinner. Well, today was a pretty quiet day, which I'm happy about. It was just a day where, you know, the snow was falling and yeah, it was just a day where you want to just get cozy in your house. So today from Amazon, this comes like on auto ship, this Super Papaya Enzyme Plus. I still have some, but I ordered this to come every couple months, and these work pretty well for my, for my stomach issues. It has plant and fermentation-based enzymes, promotes the breakdown of food. So, you know, I have a hard time digesting things, so those do seem to help me. And I also take slippery elm, which kind of coats the stomach, so I've been taking that. I took that years ago, and that worked pretty well, because I really don't want to take a lot of acid-reducing stomach medication because it messes with your bone density. So I take a couple of these in the morning. But, you know, do your own research whenever you're thinking about supplements. Do your own research so you don't take something that isn't good for you. And I also have started taking some marshmallow root. And this is good for a lot of different things, your stomach, your respiratory system. So I started taking that. And one more thing is the fennel seed. Now I make fennel tea, and we used to give this to the babies whenever they had gas, when they were babies, obviously. So I try and take a little bit of fennel before a meal. And that seems to work pretty well too. Not that it's, you know, cured my digestive issues, but it does seem to help. And I also take some digestive enzymes that are for bloating and gas. And they're like Beano. I take a couple of those before a meal, but they're the generic version, so I do take those. And then today in the mail I got 2 of these, and they're plant watering things. Now I have a lot of these that are the just the globes, but what I don't like about the globe type is you have to take them out of the soil and fill them from the bottom, and then you have to stick them back in. So these have a hole up on top. It's a water reservoir, and this is like clay. So I got 2 of these, and I'm trying to put these into a lot of my plants that need a little more water. So I think those were like, I can't remember exactly how much they were. I want to say around $12 to $15 for 2 of them, which I know isn't cheap, but you know, if they keep my plants watered, I think it's worth it. And then one of my lovely viewers who wants to remain anonymous, and I can appreciate that, sent me a little care package today, and I was excited to get this. Butter and pecan wedding cookies. Since they didn't have the Davids, she sent me a package of those, and they're delicious. So thank you. You know who you are, and I'm very thankful. And then also she sent me a little devotional book, which is a beautiful little book. So anyway, that was a very nice surprise, and I want to thank you for thinking enough of me to send me those. And I will definitely enjoy both of those things. So anyway, that's what I got today. I really didn't get much done. I'm still kind of in the slacker mode. I'm convincing myself I'm on winter vacation. I'm on winter break. And that's okay. You know, we don't constantly have to be working and doing things. So I still have a few things that I want to do in the living room. I have a trundle bed under the day bed that I want to get rid of so that I can put my walking pad under there. And I also have under there some couch covers and chair covers, and I need to look through those and either use them or get rid of those too. But there's no rush. I mean, right now, like I said, I'm feeling very comfortable and relaxed in my home here. So I'll slowly start working on things and putting more things back into order. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.